can see, it's nice and flat all around here. I'm going to a little island that I've been to before. I'm using canoe down there. But I thought I'd walk this time. So the plan is to get down there, have a little bit of a wild swim, I think, the cold water therapy, cook up some food, and then head back. So it's only about a kilometre, I think. So we'll get down there and hopefully we'll go for a quick dip. So we've just got to the little island now. There's a lock here, as you can see. The lock runs up. That one's motorised, that side. The little island, you'll see I've camped on here before. I've been down for day camps. Over there seems to be a bit of a fire pit site. Some logs people sit on. So we'll get over there and we'll look for somewhere to swim. Right, so before I go for a swim, I'm going to get my Bushbox set up, get the fire prepped ready, so as soon as I get out, I can get dry, get dressed, light the fire, and then I'm not messing about with cold hands. It's not cold, but there's a bit of a breeze, so the wind chill plus the cold water. So I just want to get the fire prepped, and then all I've got to do is light it, and I can start warming up with my clothes on around the fire. So that's what we'll do first. So the ground's pretty wet here anyway, so we won't have any trouble with fire. Just behind this log, so we're out of the wind a bit. So I brought some kindling with me because I know in this wood there's not really any dead wood. It's not really a wood itself anyway, it's an island with a few trees. So I brought kindling with me, so it's dry, it's ready to go. So we'll get some of that split down, load this up, got a couple of fire lighters, we'll chuck them in as well, and then we'll get ready for going for a swim. So it's going to make a load of curls, some shavings, and then I'll batten a bit down, and then we can just chuck it all in as soon as we get out, get the fire going, and get a brew on. Right, so that's how I've laid the fire out for now, and then once I get going, once I get out, I will drop a load of firelighters in the bottom, in the middle, put the feather sticks and that on the top and the thin bits, and then it'll be good to go. So I've got a few bits there just to chuck in the middle, and that'll go straight away. And then once it's going, we can load it from the front and get a brew on. And then I've got some steak, I've got some Gouda cheese to melt down, I've got carrots, so we're going to have some steak and cheese dips. Should be pretty good. Right, the fire prep's all done back there, so it's time to get in. Pretty clear, so let's go. It's a bit soft now in the edges. It stinks. Ugh. Oh, it's so peaty. Oh, it stinks. Oh, weeds as well. You can see how dirty it is. Oh, proper stinks. Oh, I thought it looked nice and clear. So much weed. Right, that was a quick dip. The smell of that was like a pigsty. I was knee deep in sludge straight away. It was cold, don't get me wrong, but I don't mind the cold. I can deal with the cold. But that smell, man, was rancid. And I don't mind bad smells. I've got a good stomach, but that was something else. Swimming around in it, just no. So anyway, all refreshed, got my jumper on, fully dressed again. Let's get this fire going. Let's have a brew and a bit of food. Try and get rid of this smell. My missus is gonna love me when I walk in the door now. Right, I've just got a few of these it's like compressed wood firelighters, so you just light these up, drop them in the middle, and hopefully that'll get it going. Right, it took a bit of getting going, that did, because of the wind, but I think it's going now. So we'll just let that burn for a minute. I'll drop a couple more on. We'll drop some of these curls in as well, see if they'll catch. Then hopefully we'll have a bit of food. Right, so while that water's boiling, we're going to get on with prepping the food. So I've got this tiny little Dutch oven, look, fits in the palm of my hand, with a little lid on it. I'm going to add some oil to that, a bit of oil, and then I'm going to add the cheese to it, just to hopefully that'll melt down in the pot. Cook up some steak on the top of there, and then we'll dip the steak into melted cheese, and I've also got a carrot, just to try and be a little bit healthy. So just line that with the oil, hopefully that'll stop the cheese sticking a bit. And then we'll put the cheese in, which we have got some Gouda. So we'll just cook that up, put it in the oil, and then just let that melt down. So we'll just take the sort of skin off, the rind or whatever you want to call it, and then I haven't brought a chopping board with me, so we'll just cut it or break it up, put it in there, put it in there, little chunks, and then hopefully that'll melt down over the fire. Right, water's boiling, so we'll take that off and we'll get the cheese on. Surprise, surprise, I forgot coffee. So there's some nettles, so I'll go around, pick some nettles, we'll have some nettle tea. Wow, that cheese is melting down lovely, so I'm just going to make a little stirrer, give it a stir up, and then hopefully we'll get the steak on there. Nice bit of steak there, just going to chuck that straight on the top. That shouldn't take too long. Bit hanging off the side there, but be alright with it. tastes a lot better than what it looks. And the cheese is really nice. It's not focusing. But yeah, it tastes better than it looks. So the swimming was a bit of a fail because it stunk and I was knee deep in sludge. And the cheese was a bit of a fail, but beats being at work. I'm going to eat this quick because there's some black clouds coming in over there and I don't want to get wet. So I'm going to eat this bit of steak up, some of these carrots, and then get packed up, put some water over the fire and head back home. In fact, it's starting to rain now. I can see it on the water. Right, that's where I've been sat. So apart from a bit of carrot over there, scatter them few ashes, you wouldn't know I've been here. So we're going to head off now. The rain's sort of spitting a little bit, so we'll make a quick dash for it. Right, we're just coming back up to the village where I've parked the van. It's only a couple of 100 metres in front of me, but there's a bit of car noise because of the road, main road running through. So I'm going to end the video here. So yeah, only a short one, nice to get out after work. Just sit by the fire, have a cup of tea or nettle tea, cook up some food. Bit of a failed swim, but it's always good to get back in the water. So yeah, that's it really. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see and what I'm doing with the channel, feel free to subscribe, leave some comments or like the video. It really does help the channel out to get noticed on YouTube. I do appreciate it. So thanks again. Stay safe, have a good weekend. See you later.